Hello everyone, welcome to the SM Randomizer League. We got a pretty good matchup here. It is Oh Dear versus Metroid MST. And I'm just gonna say, I think MST is the favorite right now, but we'll see if Oh Dear can pull up an upset. These randomizers, they get pretty tricky, so you never know what you're gonna get. Oh Dear's got their work cut out for them though, so it should be pretty fun. I'm glad to be here with you all. My name is Just Defend, and yeah, looks like we're gonna be getting started here pretty soon. So hang on. Alright, there they go. It's dreary and rainy on the planet Zebs. Maneuvering between those platforms. MST goes left side there. That's pretty cool. I always like to see different strategies from the players. But players not using the moonfall, they are using correct fall speed. Oh Dear's got slight advantage here, but what will we see as the first item as they go down the elevator into Brinstar? Looks like we have bombs. That's pretty good. We don't have to worry about using power bombs as our ammo. I should mark that on the tracker. Excuse me. So onward we go to the second item here, and it is Morph. Nice little damage boost right there. Oh, MST tried to go for a crouch jump just to get a little extra height. That is a nice little benefit of doing the crouch jump. Looks like going to have to use the Gamer there. Struggling a bit. Looks like gonna have to do over the room or try again with the last remaining Gamer. But Oh Dear, building up a lead here, collecting 2 missiles, or excuse me, a super missile and a missile. There we go. There's the boost for MST. Well, have to forgive me with the item tracking. I will be noticeably slow. I've not commentated and tracked at the same time, so Oh Dear going up the elevator. Nothing left to do in Blue Brinstar. There are more items in there, but Deer does not have power bombs to access the rest, so might have to come back depending on what is left. But I'm gonna check under the old Mother Brain tank here using the bombs. Looks like we have more missiles. And MST doing the same, catching it up. It was a nice climb there for Oh Dear. Looks like Oh Dear's gonna check these items over here on the left. This is considerably slow when you do not have the power bomb to destroy those 4 blocks, but we've got more missiles and Oh Dear, not gonna taking those. So potentially, yeah, looks like if MST skipped those, could be tied up there potentially, but MST cannot resist having to check these items over here. Yeah, in the early game, really, it's hard to resist passing up anything because you're looking for the one item that just gives you the advantage, you know. So we see E-tanks, one E-tank, the only E-tank that there can be at the Bomb Chorizo. 2 missiles, 1 super missile, takes care of the Bomb Chorizo. Very nicely done by Oh Dear. And a very nice Alcatraz from Oh Dear. So, taking a little bit of damage there. Looks like everyone's pretty well versed in the Bomb Chorizo fight here. So, collecting some drops on the way out, and that is MST. And we see the X-ray scope in the Terminator. Pretty good item to have if you have the plasma beam and the charge beam, and it's pretty handy for taking a look at what could be hidden. But we see route divergence here. Oh Dear is going into green Brinstar. We see MST trying to do these wall jumps to get into the Gauntlet area. Looks like it's gonna abandon the wall jumps, just gonna do some bomb jumping here. I have X-ray scope. I thought MST was going to be grabbing that X-ray scope. Looks like it would be later on if they don't forget about it. Yeah, this could be quite the risk here. MST is not saving, but they look pretty confident, taking a little dip, getting hit by the waiver there. But we see the plasma beam, so this X-ray scope, early X-ray scope might be paying off early here, as we do see the plasma beam. But if they don't get the charge beam, Oh Dear definitely picking up quite a few supers here, so that is a good thing to have. The more supers you have in Super Metroid generally, the better it is. We are missing one important piece of ammo, which is the power bombs. These guys, these players, they do need power bombs to access the later sections of the game, so still looking around for it, among other things. It would be nice to find some suits, but having the plasma beam early on, gotta be feeling pretty good about that. Okay, there's the power bombs. Metroid MST finding a pack right there in the Gauntlet area. Also gonna take these missiles. And MST not forgetting about the Terminator area, and also picking up the X-ray. So we have vanilla charge beam, interesting. So that X-ray scope is going to be pretty handy going into the Meridia area. All right, so what you see Odir doing here, lining up this this super missile shot to hit the block. You cannot just freely shoot a super missile into that that hole there that you create. You have to be standing on a certain pixel. So there are a bunch of different setups. Ooh, oh dear, having a misfire there, showing the ground response. But again, oh dear, slight disadvantage right now. Doesn't have the power bombs that MST has, so gonna have to find another pack, or have to go back into the Gauntlet. So that's gonna be might be a big time loss for them. But early on here, having no troubles. I will say MST also has an extra U-Tank, so it's always a nice comfort having extra energy, and also going to be able to go into this green Brinstar area that Odir was not being able to check without the power bomb. So we'll see what items we will get here. More energy. Healthy. Healthy early on is MST. Looks like that X-ray is tripping up Odir a little bit. Ooh, this is my favorite item, the spring ball. Yeah, Plasma Beam early on, very overpowered, but can make a lot of these early sections a breeze. Okay, so MST can check quite a few items here. Can go into the wave gate area over on the right. Again, just having those power bombs really big benefit there. But Odir does not seem very concerned about it, so I'm just gonna go on ahead, take care of boss. And this is an interesting setup that I've seen quite a few players use here for the wavegate setup if you're using a super missile. It's got to be a bit more strenuous having the wall jump. Ooh, oh dear. Unfortunately has one more super missile to use there on Kraid, but we also have the charge beam, so one plasma beam shot does the trick. Looks like MST gonna abandon the wall jumping method, and there we go, just lining up with the door. You just gotta move ever so slightly. So Odir gets the wave beam, excuse me, and sadly for MST, maybe not sadly, all that effort just for an energy tank. A nice little spring ball into the spikes there. Probably not really intended. When you try to mock ball, the spring ball will get in your way sometimes. Yeah, we're already up to 30 super missiles, but be be interesting to see if the players pick up more, since they already have the charge beam here, and we see the speed booster. So Kraid holding 2 pretty good items there, the wave beam and the speed booster. So pretty good call for Odir here early on. Still looking for the power bombs though, so as we head into lower Norfair, it's going to be pretty crucial for them to find. Otherwise, they might have to do some backtracking. Okay, MST going up the red tower this time, as opposed to what we see Odir doing, going downwards. Oh, this is actually not what Odir wants to see, the Spazer. They already have the plasma, so immediately you see going into the menu, taking that right off. Okay, looks like Odir thinking about a few things. Looks like I'm gonna save first and foremost, but yeah, without the power bombs here, they have quite a few things to decide on. Which way to go, which way to look. But it looks like they're gonna go into the ice beam section here. That heat's catching up. Looks like Odir's gonna have to take a reset and try again if they so choose. So this is gonna be the early hurdle here for Odir. Lack of energy tanks and power bombs in the Norfair section, so might be a struggle. Yeah, it looks like saving before going in there, the right call, but Odir gonna have to do some backtracking here. We'll see how they decide to go about climbing this red tower. You can do it a couple different ways. It does have the speed booster. It is quite a tight short charge to speed boost up that section. It looks like Odir just now realizing the other method you could do. You could bomb jump your way up there. It's a long way up, but that is the way you can go. You can do a spring ball jump as well, and also have spring ball. So a couple things. Looks like Odir just gonna go through the Frog Speedway. Do have the speed booster, as we see MST working on this CWJ. So early on here, some obstacles that our players need to overcome. Yeah, MST not quite getting the right jump that they want, so having to try quite a bit here. So the nice thing about visiting Crocomire here, it is not a heated area, so don't take damage, and Odir also has the plasma beams second charge beam. So just one shot. Looks like it took 2 shots for Oh Dear, but a couple of charge shots right there sends Crocomire all the way back. Okay, so yeah, it is not advisable. There's the CWJ for MST. So not advisable to do to venture over to the right and see what that item is. Although it is a major item, so hopefully Oh Dear gets some help and is able to check it later on. Could be pretty precarious with the E-Tank situation, but we will cross that bridge when the time comes. Yeah, sure did. Surely did get the CWJ there. I did not see MST do any horizontal bomb jump attempts. Oh, I have to mark these bosses, excuse me. MST is working on Fantoon right now, but Oh Dear is already taken care of. Great. Trying to go for a doppel there. I foresee no problems with this Fantoon fight. MST has 4 energy tanks and plenty of ammo, so, and as well as the charge beams. Lots of things to work with. Ooh, Oh Dear. Unfortunately, dying there. I'm not sure when they saved last, but they saw some power bombs that they surely need. Yeah, it looks like Oh Dear gonna have to do the Crocomire fight over again if they're going back. But that acid does a lot of damage when you do not have any suits. So that's an unfortunate death. The nice thing is, Oh Dear has like so many power-ups here. Just like speed booster, the wave beam, just a lot of things that make backtracking to this section very quick. So Fantoon, I think one more round from MST. That was a quick pattern. Fantoon opening up right there. Yeah, it's just missile and super missile finish off Fantoon. No problem for MST. Yeah, double the Crocomire. Triple Crocomire, my goodness. How many Crocomires can we get? Could be pretty crucial. We still haven't seen what the major items here are. But one thing is very clear: Oh Dear needs those power bombs. So gonna have to go back and hopefully make it through that very dangerous section. As we see the grapple beam on the right side supers. That's a nice pickup, in my opinion, because you never know when you have to go see Shack Tool. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying, you know, you have the grapple beam early on. It is nice to have. Actually, I really like this from Oh Dear, going through the back door to see what the item here is at the grapple beam location. Looks like MST was gonna try to go through the sponge bath, as we see a reserve tank over there, which is not what Oh Dear wants, so I'm gonna quickly exit. Well, actually, I would actually pick up that reserve tank because Oh Dear does not have a lot of energy, but skipping is just fun. Just gotta be a little extra careful coming through this section. I'm gonna spark over all the hazards right there. This might be kind of tricky as MST's gonna check what this item is. Oh, but they don't have any problem going through over that hurdle, and we see the wreck ship reserve at its proper location there. So, with the exception of the grapple beam, looks like the wreck ship area might be a dud here. Okay, looks like Oh Dear gonna save. They did pick up power bombs, and this save I think is just in case something bad happens at the Crocomar item location. Okay, we see an energy tank. It's like Oh Dear is gonna fight through the acid to grab it. Might be oh yeah. Might be kind of hard pressed to leave that section. So there's a decision to make there, to either grab that energy tank or not. Meanwhile, MSC already on their 5th, so no troubles there in the energy department. But sadly, that does mean there really wasn't a whole lot of progress there in the wreck ship. But we did not get to see what was over at the wreck ship energy tank location. Ooh, Oh Dear needs the, yeah, okay. Are they gonna go straight into the heated zone? Could be death for Oh Dear again, yeah. So definitely the energy deficiency here between the two players really becoming a big factor. Oh, okay, so I forgot about this. When you have the grapple beam early on, you know, when you don't have the space jump, it makes coming over here to the X-ray scope much easier. So that is what MST is going to be doing. Grappling along the ceiling there. Whoa, Oh Dear. And we see the high jumps boots. I'm actually quite a fan of this item here. Unfortunately, Oh Dear does not make it past the acid over to the farming, over to safety, I should say. So losing quite a bit of time here to this Crocomire energy tank, sadly. But I definitely like having high jump boots, especially with these players grabbing the speed booster early on. I am making that assumption as we see MST going down the red tower. I think they're gonna find the speed booster over in Kraid's lair. Yeah, the acid here. Oh, as we see, a nice jump over to the energy tank without taking any damage. Now, getting back is the hard part here. This is also an instance where having the high jump boots be very helpful. There we go. So, oh dear, now up to 2 energy tanks. Quite the endeavor to get back, but now farming up the energy and having this extra energy might be useful, you know, checking the other heated areas, as we have not seen, we haven't seen any suits at all. Plenty of energy tanks, so the heated runs might be required here. Crocomire, the exit out of Crocomire, definitely a lot harder without the high jump. As you see, oh dear, just praying to get out of here. Nice charge beam strat right there to keep Kraid's hands in place by MST, and additionally a nice quick kill. They are rewarded with the wave beam. So yeah, I think once MST picks up this speed booster, I think they will have closed the gap quite considerably. You could say that they even have the lead because they've already gone through the wreck ship, with the exception of the one major item that's left there. Looks like oh dear is gonna go check over what's over at the ice beam. Oh dear's struggling here. These heated runs are really not faring well. Yeah. It's not easy, especially when you don't have as much energy, so struggle early on. Yeah, it's a tough call here because there aren't very many other time-saving options. I'll put it that way, because having to go back up the red tower with what Odir has right now, it's going to be slow, like having to infinite bomb jump. But at the very least, oh my gosh, Odir was just about there, but didn't quite make it to the door. I was gonna say at the very least they would have a chance to see what this item is, but the heated room claims them again. you see right here, like having the high jump, such a benefit, and it is the ice beam, vanilla charge beam and vanilla ice beam. So if Oh Dear can get this item and make it back out, it would very much benefit them because it would make going back to Red Tower a lot easier. See, MST looks like they want to check around this area. Well, looks like they're thinking about it. And I actually don't think they have enough energy to make this trip, but it's gonna be a close one. All right, looks like I stand corrected, have enough energy to make it to Crocomire, but I would say not enough to make it past this acid. But they do have the grapple beam, so just gotta make sure they don't. Whoa! Gotta make sure you don't fall into the acid, especially with some grapple beam shenanigans right there. Alright, so MST picking up their 6th energy tank. Again, you just compare that to the amount of energy that Oh Dear has. And yeah, it's quite the difference. And you're seeing Oh Dear having plenty of struggles early on here, trying to get these heated rooms. Yeah, it's this one wall jump there that Oh Dear needs to get into the ice beam area. It's just really tripping them up. So a lot of heartbreak here for Oh Dear here early on. But we are still looking for a suit of any kind, just to get some extra progress. Could be anywhere. Not that the players have the speed boost here. The waterway is open to them. But I think with all of this energy, MST is gonna go check these items. So Oh Dear does find the ice beam. Unfortunately, they cannot make the trip back, but they might make a different decision here based on what they saw. I think they were really hoping to see, you know, the various suit or some other item right there. So at this point, I would actually pick up more power bombs when I see them. Why would anyone listen to me? Well, if you have more power bombs, if you have at least like 15 of them, you can do a crystal flash, and you're seeing the players. Energy is very important. So we haven't seen too many power bombs early on, and the players know where the ice beam is. So these guys, they won't have to worry about powerbombing the Metroids. I actually completely forgot that you could just wall jump the left side there. It has been quite a while since I've done these randomizers, so I forgot that you can just get up the red tower here. So doing the infinite bomb jump is not a thing you need to do. It's a nice little advantage there. As we see, we're seeing a lot of vanilla items here. Reserve tanks at the reserve tank locations. We saw another one there in the Norfair. But looks like MST saved and just not gonna bother backtracking, gonna reset. Move on to the next thing. There we go, Oh Dear makes it up that section there. Ooh, okay. So we do find one suit over here at Speed Booster, the gravity suit. So that means Meridia is completely open for MST. It'll also make going over to the wreck ship E-Tank, so quite a few major items that they can explore now. But as far as heated rooms go, definitely a problem, so you're going to be seeing MST do some farming here. Yeah, this is quite the early advantage here for MST, but if Odir wants any sort of chance in this race, I would say finding the various suit for MST would be the ticket. So if they can pull that off, might be able to increase their chances of winning. Ooh, that's nice for MST. Energy tank after that heated run. And we see an ocean fly. Oh dear, is, changing gears here. Just gonna pull out some of the swaggiest tricks to see if they can win this match. So very nicely done by Odir there. Concerned about their health, which is, been a constant thing here, but yeah, that's a very nice call there to farm those atomics. Yeah, will they remember? I don't know. They don't have it selected, so this is kind of funny. Well, first off, you have to hit Fantoon with the missile when they open up. But you can just finish this boss off with the X-ray scope here. Looks like Odir did remember. So your wishes have been granted. We see some microwaving of a ghost. I didn't even know that was possible. And yeah, very quick boss fight, nicely done. Good awareness of the items. I actually did forget, as we see MST finding the Varisuit at the Mama Turtle. This is not looking good for Odir. So This is pretty much go mode for MSC, I think. So, yeah, tough draw for OD here. Yeah, that would be an interesting call, to go straight back down into and just finish off Lower Norfair, because right now MSC has everything to do it. Just go into Lower Norfair, clear out Ridley, and then come back. It would be, I think, faster. But we are getting some more microwave action, so I don't think it's a bad call to come up here either and clear out the Meridia section. We see a reserve tank at the bot moon item, so MST skipping that. We see a save. Looks like Odir is gonna check out what's over at the Reg Ship energy tank. Get some run speed. Shack till the win condition. Wow, that's quite the request. Ooh, yeah, looks like Odir took a bit too much damage from those spikes. The spiky room of death, it is aptly named. Nicely done, microwave of Dragon. Yeah, these players have been pretty overpowered since the beginning. And MST's not even going to bother checking what the item is. I think they're fully aware that they are in go mode. I would say the only other thing that could really benefit them, maybe the screw attack. If they picked up the screw attack before going into Lower Norfair, but not too big of a deal, seeing as they have the most powerful beam that they could have. As we see an energy tank, Odir is definitely going to take that, but it is not the item that they are looking for. So extra energy doesn't hurt. But this is definitely MST's race to lose at this point. Sorry I've been a little bit slow with the tracking, but trying to get you all updated there. I like these trackers, I like these colors. Everything's kind of new to me. With the Randomizer League, but it's good to be here. Good to be watching this match. This matchup between two groups. I believe this is the Zombie Kraid division taking on Chain Damage, excuse me. Chain Damage. Aptly named. We haven't seen any chain damage. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that. It's just a funny name to me. Okay, so MST just has to clear up the last remaining boss. That would be Ridley, and definitely has the tools to do so. We even got 30 super missiles if you want to do that. Pump those suckers into Ridley. But neither of the players have the space jump, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem for either of them. They're just gonna do a nice little gravity jump going into Norfair, or even maybe a lava spark. Let's see if MST can hit it here. Doesn't get the down input from the shine spark. Yeah, that was an interesting attempt at the gravity jump. They're doing the gravity jump from the lower spot there, but it works just as well. Yeah, I would not skip that one. Oh dear, as you see them positioning themselves ready to exit on the left, but definitely picking up another energy tank. 2 energy tanks in the wreck ship there for Oh dear. But as you can see, MST clearly in the lead here. MST lining themselves up with this door, trying to get the fast pillars here. Does not get the down input again. Gonna have to use some power bombs here. They're in no danger of dying, so not gonna be a problem. So we see Oh dear sparking up to the Gauntlet section, and with his charge plasma ice beam combo, the worst room in the game. Not so terrible. Just need a wall jump up here on the right side. I actually don't see too many players doing the wall jump on the right side. It might be a little more difficult with the visual cues, but opting to go back over to the left. I have not heard of that expression, keeping to the faith. That is a new one to me. Not sure what we're all implying over here. That is the name of a fun movie, I will say. Old 90s movie. That's all it means to me. Okay, so Oh dear, grabbing that energy tank. That's a nice little strat there, sparking back the way he came. But yeah, sort of to recap what happened in this match, although it isn't over yet. We had MST do early Gauntlet, find some power bombs there, which seemed to be very beneficial to them. Oh dear, skipped the Gauntlet early, just checked it right now, and definitely had an energy tank deficiency, as MST was picking up a lot of energy tanks early on. MST went to the wreck ship early, Oh dear went down the red tower, and the wreck ship had the grapple beam, and the grapple beam allowed MST to check the X-ray item, which gave them the high jump boots. So I would say, you know, having the energy tanks and then having the high jump as well sort of made things a lot easier for MST. And unfortunately for Oh Dear, struggled quite a bit in Norfair without, you know, without having any extra energy. They were able to find maybe one energy tank and a reserve tank, which they skipped. So the heated runs did not treat them very well. Excuse me, we saw MST there, take care Ridley, and Oh Dear also picking up the high jump boots there. Finally have gotten over at Ridley, they were able to see the screw tag, which I think would have been nice to have leaving Lower Norfair, but opting to skip it. Yeah, at this point, there isn't a whole lot wearing MST right now. Just gotta get the terrain, finish the game. I would say, you know, even stand up is not a big deal, considering that they have the X-ray scope, so no concern of soft locking. As we see Oh Dear taking a trip into Meridia here. Looks like they're gonna do some spring ball jumps. If they can make it over to the mother turtle, as we see, that fish, everything, things are definitely just not going Oh Dear's way. This scene, just everything seems to be working against them. But nice use of the spring ball jump. If Oh Dear can make it over to the mama turtle, they can get that various suit and they can you know, give themselves some hope, you know. But yeah, right now you can see MST made a lot of the right calls. You know, having the extra energy tanks made doing these heated runs a lot easier, and then over at Speed Booster was the gravity suit, and then with that gravity suit able to go into Meridia and go to Mama Turtle, find the various suit, and that is where we are right now. Looks like Oh Dear has no intention of checking the Mama Turtle. Just gonna swing across here. Well, actually, no. I think they got. I think they're trying to reach the other doorway here on the right side. So kind of spring ball up. Looks like they wanted to swing all the way over to that door, but they didn't make it far enough. Ooh, taking a bit of damage there from these pirates as well. Again, doesn't have any suits, so. Might need to be a little more careful running into some of these enemies. Alright. Oh dear's going for a ride. They see the various suit. Can they reach it? I know my eyes light up when I see, you know, an item. I'll try to do the grapple there. Looks like they're just gonna reset the room. I think it's a good call. You don't, especially with Mama Turtle going on a rampage. So reset the room, get yourself set up, and try again. There we go. So, unfortunately, it's going to be quite a bit late for Odir there, finding the various suit, because we have MSC already with a pretty large lead here going into Torian. But the nice thing about having Varia, other than the heat protection, you also take reduced damage, which is definitely a big thing in these randomizers. Even if you have the gravity suit, the Varia suit is just like the suit to have as far as reducing the amount of damage you take. So now, Odir, you can pick up the Ice Beam. You can do basically all of Norfair here. Alright. Let's see if MSC can get this Metroid skip. Shooting out the dusty enemies causes quite a bit of lag, but certainly makes the skip a lot easier, and it's nicely done by MSC right there. Oh dear, going for the ice escape right there. Nice Mog Ball to leave the Ice Beam area. Oh, going for the speed Zepatite skip here. Oh wow, pressing down way too early. It's like they give it another shot. Oh, almost had it that time. Definitely a lot closer. But just gonna use the Ice Beam. Skip the Zepatite right there. The barrier. Freeze these Rinkos. And there's plenty of ammo to spare here, so finish off the first Mother Brain phase. I would say the biggest factor that set Odir back was energy. Odir went down into Norfair early on, struggled quite a bit with a lot of the hazards, and having less energy really worked against them. All right, looks like MST not gonna do the stand up. Just gonna opt to take damage here. You know, I've never seen anyone have like exactly 100 energy like MST does right now. It's a very interesting number to land on when you take damage in this game. Looks like Odir is very determined to get this lava spark. Very determined to do it. Trying to pull out all the swag. We saw an ocean fly earlier from Odir. Looks like they're not to be defeated. Oh, just quite didn't get there with this far. Maybe hold on. Maybe they held on to the damage moves for too long. So trying for that gravity jump. Unfortunately, doesn't get the wall drop at the top. Alright, so we have MST finishing up the game right now. Just gotta escape. Exploding planet. Looks like Odir gonna go into the left room, get some extra runway space, get that shine spark, get these fast pillars. Nice diagonal spark up the shaft. Standard worst room in the game strat right there. Very nicely done by Odir. And sparing no expense, MST finishing up the run. Good games. Finished with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 52 seconds. And I think that puts them in a pretty good standing in their division. So we'll have to see how it all turns out in the chain damage division there. Well, you're not wrong. Again, just to recap, Oh Dear went down into Norfair, and MSC went to early reg ship. The early reg ship didn't really pay off, but what MSC did have compared to Oh Dear was more energy tanks, and that was the biggest deciding factor. That and early power bombs. The power bombs sort of kept Oh Dear out of a lot of major item locations, so that worked against them. Let's see if Oh Dear picks up the screw attack. Definitely can't grab it. I was thinking like the only thing that screw attack works against you is when you're doing Torian, when you're going through those Metroid rooms. But I like the ability just to destroy my enemies by jumping. Especially in this room, you don't even have to use the charge room. Just blow them up. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Nice speedball wasteland there from Oh Dear. Definitely has the swag with these tricks. And then for these red Kai hunters, just blowing them away. So as we watch Oh Dear finish up here, finishing up, we'll give them a points. We do have a lot of matches happening today. We have Nightwolf versus Galen and Bullseye and Joe. That will be at 4 p.m. Also at 4 p.m., Matthias Bastos versus Hero 82, Mr. Guy Average, and Skarsnik will be taking on each other. Again, those are also at 4 p.m. Excuse me. I read the wrong match. It's Karen Kono and B. Frauber and Matthias Bastos versus Hero 82. Those are also at 4 p.m. That is Eastern time. At 6 p.m., Mr. Guy Average versus Skarsnik, and Aussie versus A Real Cutie. Two pretty good players right there, Aussie and A Real Cutie. So 6 p.m., those matches pretty good. At 9 p.m., again, Eastern time, we have Nevdi versus Tracy and Woody versus Maniacal. A lot of good players. Saturday is pretty stacked. pretty stacked today. So plenty of randomizer action to be had. Hope you guys check it out. We are just finishing up here. Metroid MST is our winner for this match, but we are rooting for Ordeer to finish this up, grab a point for their division. They just gotta go through Meridia. Oh, I hate that when you're trying to wall jump up here through this this fish tank and you get a morph. I have yet to encounter the Tracy seed. This is new to me. Apparently they are evil, so I've always felt like the harder the seeds are, you know, I seem to enjoy them more. It makes for a good challenge. Okay, we have the X-ray equipped here. We have a misfire. Gonna have to adjust our aim a little bit, but the aim has been corrected. We are promptly microwaving this botline. Ooh, and continuing the swag, oh dear, getting that full halfie. Definitely showing that they're, you know, capable of pulling out all the toughest tricks. So could have been a different story had they found a lot of the progression items early on. Could have been a closer race. But yeah, sad to say it didn't work out this time for them. Got some more X-ray action here. A little bit more, little overkill on the X-ray there, but little added benefit. And can we get the spike suit? I'm not sure that we can, but we are going to see what we have over here. Another energy tank. Thinking about it. We are thinking about it. Looks like we're going to grab it. Looks like we're gonna go for a spring ball jump. No, we're gonna go for a spike suit attempt. Looks like. There it is. Reverse halfie confirmed. Yeah, not sure what the concern there was for Oh Dear. Having a IBJ their way out. But it's all good. As long as they make it out of Meridia in one piece. Nice little jump there to get to the Meridia exit. It's a little harder to see when you have the screw attack on. Normally you never have the screw attack when you make that jump. Looks like we can turn Spring Ball back on. I agree with this decision. Can't get enough of that Spring Ball, I tell ya. These Metroid rooms, they can be pretty tricky when you're trying to use item cancel, especially when you have like all the items up there, the grapple beam, the X-ray scope. It's hard to cycle through the weapons if you just do an item select. But Oh Dear doesn't seem to have any concerns finishing up the game right now. Just need to hold on to the ammo, finish off the last boss, and they're home free. Let's see if they can skip the Metroid here. Gotta shoot out the coral there. Ooh, unfortunately the Metroid was a bit too close. Unsuccessful this time. It looks like coral to me, honestly. I mean, everything. All the other things on the ground there looks like you're in a sandy area, you know, with coral. Just like from that room alone. It looks like the coral reef. Except it's very alien-like. I'm surprised that super missile hit that eye door. I thought the beam was gonna get in the way. Alright, just to make extra sure, oh dear, it's gonna get one last save in there. Can they get the speed booster Zeb skip? It's a tough one. Right at the edge, sparking straight through the barrier. And that is all the swag you can get from oh dear. Yes. Excuse me again for my late tracking abilities here. I didn't realize I didn't mark that. And oh dear, at the perfect energy interval right there. Causing a little extra lag. The power bombs, causing quite a delay there. I don't know if I completely agree with that sentiment of the reserve tanks. There's definitely a point where it would have benefited oh dear to have grabbed reserve tank early on. Sometimes you have no choice, but when you're put in those situations, hard to make the right calls. I don't like picking them up. Trust me, I know. But sometimes you need to. There's another version of the randomizer called the route randomizer. I'm sure you've all heard of it. Oh, we're going for the blue bomber here. blue bomber attempts from Oh Dear. Anyway, the route randomizer, made by my friend Leorin, would have the reserve tanks changed to Franker Z images. So nice Franker Z pickups. Trying to get the spring ball to jump here. But yes, time is against Oh Dear. Can they pull it off? This is definitely making for an exciting escape. Looks like they're gonna have to give up. You got a minute and a half. Should be plenty of time. Ooh. Yeah, sometimes that diagonal spark, it will not give you passage if you do it at the wrong position. But oh dear. Not gonna save the animals. No animals saved today. Tell your congressman. But they finish with 1 hour, 31 minutes, 43 seconds. Kudos to them for finishing. It was a tough run for them. Lots of dying to various things, so they stuck through it though. Congratulations to our finishers, our winner today, Metroid MST, moving on, and yeah, successful completion of the randomizers by both of our players. We have more randomizers coming up today. Again, 4 p.m. Eastern time. We have 4 matches happening at the same time. 6 p.m. 2 more matches, and 2 more at 9 p.m. That is Eastern time. Don't miss it, guys. We have a stack Saturday, and I'm looking at the cutoff line right now. We have some players that gotta survive here. Karen Kono and B Frauber. It looks like Maniacal as well. Definitely, they need to win their matches to you know, give themselves a chance. But I believe we do have an extra week, so we'll see how the race to the top 16 turns out. It's gonna be an exciting finish, I think. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna sign off. My name is Just Defend. Thank you all for joining me this lovely morning. It is morning time for me, but wherever you are in the world, I hope you all have a lovely Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys later.